And Christ, when my dad was dying, you know, all these machines, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, fucking register, recording and evaluating, fucking monitoring all these different levels of different things. And it was like, there was this, why? Oh, there's an angry duck in my room. What the fuck? Nobody asked him in here. Get out of here. Quack, quack. Anyway,
you're a quack.
Yeah, you're a fucking quackery. Anyway, so there's all these...
Go ahead. I was going to say, you know where the word quack comes from?
Where does it come from?
Well, you see, back in the old days, dentists used to wear these duck-billed hats. You've seen the old pictures of them with the glasses and the duck-billed hats?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a sun visor type thing.
Yeah.
But it had like a bill on it, and it looked like a duck's beak. And because they used a lot of mercury in their fillings, they were a little fucking kooky, a little crazy from using it day after day.
Like painter's dementia, but for dentists?
Yeah, so they're just these nutty, quacky fucking weirdos. And so they call them quacks. They're fucking dentists. And somehow, the doctors or people that don't know what they're talking about are quacks. It's been like misconstrued once again, like the true meaning of the fucking word. Like quackery meant like a loony fucking dentist because he had too much mercury in his system. But anyways.
Or could it be that perhaps doctors always looked down at dentists as punk asses who couldn't make it through medical school, and the fact that they wore these, perhaps more commonly wore these stupid hats in their profession, the doctors and others that didn't like dentists and thought they were just bullshit artists slandered.
Yeah, that's part of it as well.
And it's a smear campaign that's lasted to this day. What is a doctor that couldn't make it through dental or through medical school? So there you go.
A doctor.
Yeah. So there you have it, the butt of the joke. Although a similar thing could be spun around on doctors and say, what would what is the medical student who graduated last known as? Yeah, man, still got the fucking piece of paper that said you're the thing, even if you ain't. Bitch.
You're a squawker.
A squawker? I like that. Squawkers and doctors and proctors. Anyway, speaking of quacks, let me get back to this ridiculousness.
This is quackery. Tell us more.
I'll tell you about some fucking quackery. My dad was dying. He was on all these machines monitoring all these different levels of all this stuff going on in him. Everybody who came in the fucking room, almost every fucking one of them, was a specialist in their field. And what did they do? They fucking looked at the machine, and they looked at the one number that affected what they do, what their field is. Just that. Never, it seems, never ever having talked to the other doctors to make some sort of in-concert sort of assessment and decision. But no. Like one asshole came in and he's like, he looks at the fucking number on the machine, he's like, it's in the perfect window right now, right here, right now. I can do the thing, whatever the fuck his fucking specialty was. Whatever sort of a vivisectionist nightmare he was proposing. But he's like, I can do it right now. And it's like, it didn't matter what else was going on, what his general state was and where he was at, as far as like his life, or whether this would improve or what kind of impact it would be on his and it didn't matter. He looked at the number and said, I can do the surgery now. I was like, you are all pieces of shit. I have no use for any of you. If my life depended on you somehow, I would rather fucking die, and that's the fucking end of the story. No ifs, ands, or buts. I wouldn't want to be fucking cared for by these sons of bitches on a bet. Fucking, I wouldn't trust any one of them with a bag of fucking shit, let alone a loved one or my goddamn self. So, it was not a fun time. And there I was, you know, like the rest of my siblings are fucking like, I mean, it was fucking ridiculous. Oh, look, he's been on what you call it when you filter out the blood on the machine. It's called
dialysis.
He'd been on dialysis for 24 hours, and his feet, which had looked like prunes, like dates. They looked like dates, like a little package of dates, all brown and shit. Like if you touched them, like they would just squish.
Ew.
Yeah, legs all fucking gnarly, super fucking lumpy, bumpy, ropey and shit from all his varicose veins and all the lack of fucking circulation in the fucking legs. All that shit was all fucked up. Fucked up. It looked like a corpse. From the fucking knees down, you would have thought that was a dead man's legs for sure. In the ground, dead man. So, they put him on dialysis. 24 hours later, oh look! His feet and his little toesies are all fucking pinky pink. Normal. They look fucking normal. It's out of fucking control. I looked at him like, holy shit. Like, this shit's fucking gnarly.
He must have had COVID or something.
Yeah,
they just didn't know about it yet.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a decade early and shit. You know, there's just COVID. That's what killed him in the end. I got to go back and make the records right. Tell everybody, make a campaign.
The truth needs to be known.
Yep, I gotta approach my family first and go, hey guys, you know, I've been really thinking about it a lot, and you know, I'm pretty sure Dad died of COVID. And I think we should approach the hospital and the coroner and the county and everything. And I think we should probably make an amendment to his.
Should be like, we should dig him up.
Let's exhume his body and do some tests for COVID on that shit. And while we get the casket up, we can see if that stupid ornamental largemouth bass head and the dumb fucking ornamental buck, whitetail buck head are actually made it into the ground on his casket. I have a feeling they just took them off like they were just magnets, and they just kind of took them off and took them back to the fucking funeral home.
So they could resell them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, resell them to the next fucking sucker in duress.
Very much so. I'm kind of that feeling. And they were like $80 fucking dollars a piece or more, or some fucking $120 a piece or some shit.
Yeah, for a $5 magnet.
Yeah. God damn it, man. That was my sister's call. I was like, you gotta be fucking nuts. Because all I could do was hear my dad's voice going, don't you fucking dare.
Oh, I heard that song earlier. I was listening to the country music station. The one about hunting and fishing and living the good life. You know what I'm talking about?
Hunting and fishing and living the good life?
Yeah.
Fuck to the no. Who is this? What is this?
Oh, I don't know, man, but I heard I was kind of rocking out to it. He's like, I just want to be hunting and fishing, living the good life.
This is obviously a country song?
Yeah.
Is this like...
I was listening to, like, Nashville's fucking country station.
Oh, and, so this is a current thing.
Well, I think it might have been a little older. You know, it was a rocker. It might have been.
Yeah.
I don't know how old it was.
If it's a country rocker, it ain't that fucking old. I'd say within the last 10 to 15 years, that ain't shit.
He's just talking about the good life, where he's happiest, you know, when he's out hunting and fishing. And
fucking beating off and screwing a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. He found an empty bottle. He drank a bottle of whiskey and he made love to it.
Yeah. In his mind, he was fucking a mason jar, but in reality, it was just a fucking, like a Fanta bottle or some shit.
Yeah, it was like one of those little tiny flasks you keep in your front pocket.
It was
The little freaking.
it was a pint.
It was like some bootlegger whiskey bottle.
Yeah, it was a little pint, a little nipper.
Yeah.
He was sticking his dick in it. Oh, like a mason jar. As he was busting his last baked bean off his gums with the fucking on the rim of the moonshine fucking jar with no lid on it, motherfucker. It's driving around.
You disgust me. Jeez.
Hey man, you fucking foisted that video into my mind. So don't fucking blame me. That wasn't me. You're like, check it out. Copperhead Road. What, motherfucker? I would have never fucking found this in my lifetime. You had that magic. He's just.
Yeah, I heard it one day. I was in North Carolina driving. I was this sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's like talking about like Knoxville and stuff.
You were in the mood and shit.
Yep.
That fucking hillbilly frame of mind. Driving around listening to fucking Nashville's country. What the fuck are you doing?
And I pull in the gas station. There's like somebody, fucking Uncle Jesse looking motherfucker in overalls with no shirt. Fucking like big old scruffy face, fucking spitting out a big wad of chop fucking juice all over. It's like dribbling off his chin onto his chest. Like,
you drive by him slow and go, I'm a Jesse too, in solidarity and shit. Fuck. He's like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Just two good old boys. Hey, listen, we all liked the show. Don't fucking pretend. Everybody liked it.
Except the woke people, they're all offended by it. The general
now they are, but they grew up fucking cheering on the Duke boys trying to get away from Boss Hogg too. Fuck that.
Yep, jumping over the berm of dirt over the creek.
Always.
Yeehaw!
They filmed it once and used it 1,000 times. They just filmed it from like 6 different angles. I
think they're just coming down on old boy Bo. What's Bo Luke's real name?
Who? They were fucking coming down on Bo Duke?
Yeah, in real life.
Why?
Because he still had a General Lee. He has a General Lee with the Confederate flag on the hood.
He owns it?
Yeah, he's got one.
Oh,
there were several of them, but he's got one.
Yeah, well, yeah, man, sure, of course, they fucked up.
Yeah, so now they're busting his chops, saying he's racist and blah blah blah.
Well, they fucking had officially taken the fucking Confederate flag off the General Lee like a few years back. Like when they take one out to fucking demo or display it or whatever the fuck. Yeah, they already took it off. I was like, that is some weak ass shit. I don't give a fuck what your fucking political fucking bitch ass orientation or whatever the fuck you want to call it is. That is some bitch shit. Everybody who knows what the General Lee was and was fucking around when that shit was huge loved that shit. I mean, maybe some southern black folk were like, I don't know, but everybody else loved that fucking show and was like, yeah, fucking Bo and Luke, fucking don't let fucking Ernest P. fucking Coltrane get you.
Yeah, they're fighting a good fight.
And my Wonder Dog Flash.
Boss Hogg and all the bad guys.
Yeah. Fuck.
One of the greatest shows ever of all time.
Yeah, it was fucking fun. Laughing at some hillbilly shit. Daisy with her shorts up her ass and her tits hanging out and shit. I mean, it was all so fucking cliched and tropey and fucking stereotyped and shit. But who gave a fuck? It was some innocent, harmless fun. Oh, but it spoke to the fantasy interpretation of a time when people were oppressed. And, oh, God. Well, when the fucking history were people somewhere goddamn not oppressed by something else? When the fuck did that exist? I'm
oppressed just by the weight of my own balls.
Yeah, my cock oppresses me constantly. It's always knocking into my knees and shit, and dumping right down to the toilet when I sit down and take a shit.
Right? Want to do a headstand